Have you ever heard of the house where even the investigators were too afraid to stay overnight? Nestled in the quiet town of Pontefract, West Yorkshire, sits a modest, semi-detached home, 30 East Drive. On the surface, it looks like any other house on the street. But for decades, it's been known as one of the most violently haunted locations in England. It began in August 1966. The Pritchard family had just moved into their new home. Jean, Joe, their son Philip, and daughter Diane. The first signs were subtle. White powder falling from nowhere, pools of water forming without a source. But things quickly escalated. Doors slammed shut on their own. Furniture moved. Lights flickered. But it wasn't just the environment reacting. Whatever haunted 30 East Drive seemed aware and focused. The family named the entity Fred, but others would later call it something more sinister: the Black Monk of Pontefract. Activity centered on young Diane. She was thrown from her bed, dragged upstairs by unseen hands, even left with marks and bruises, though no human culprit was ever found. And yet, no matter how frightening the events became, the family stayed. Paranormal investigators visited the home, including Colin Wilson and Maurice Grosse, both renowned researchers in the field. They confirmed the activity as genuine, though they could never explain it. Some believe the haunting is linked to a Cluniac monk, who was executed nearby in the 16th century for the alleged crime of harming a young girl. Legend says he was buried on the land where the house now stands, but there are no records confirming that story, just whispers, speculation, and the unshakable fear of those who entered the home and felt watched. Even after the Pritchards moved out, the activity continued. Visitors reported shadows, cold spots, and the feeling of being touched. Some refused to go past the front door. Others lasted only minutes before leaving in terror. Today, 30 East Drive remains standing. It's privately owned, but occasionally open to paranormal researchers and thrill seekers. Many who enter still report strange occurrences, lights flickering, objects moving, or worse, the sensation of being followed once they leave. Skeptics argue it's just a case of mass suggestion, a story that grew out of proportion over time. But believers, those who've walked through that door, tell a different story, one of a presence that never left.